Speaking in my signature style, I'd present the story as follows. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another captivating episode of Howard's Opinion. I'm your host, Howard, and we're thrilled to have you joining us today. As we dive into the world of sports, we'll be discussing some of the most intriguing stories that have caught our attention. First off, let's talk about the recent developments in college football. The rivalry between USC and Notre Dame has been a staple of the sport for decades, but it appears that this iconic matchup may be coming to an end, at least for now. According to reports, the series is set to expire in 2026, with no guarantee that it will continue beyond that point. This news has left many fans wondering what the future holds for these two storied programs. In other news, the MLB trade deadline is heating up, and we've already seen some significant moves. The Mariners have acquired Josh Naylor from the Diamondbacks in exchange for 2 pitchers, a deal that could potentially shake up the balance of power in the American League. Meanwhile, on the golf course, Adam Svensson has made history by setting a tournament record with an opening round 60 at the Threem Open. This impressive feat has put him in the lead by 1 stroke, and we'll be keeping a close eye on his progress as the competition unfolds. We'll also be touching on some other notable stories, including the latest updates from the world of NASCAR, the NBA, and the NFL. From the Brickyard schedule at Indianapolis to the trending teams and players, we'll be covering it all. And finally, our thoughts are with Kansas basketball coach Bill Self, who recently underwent a medical procedure to treat blocked arteries. We wish him a speedy recovery and look forward to seeing him back on the sidelines soon. That's all for now, folks. We've got a packed show lined up for you today with in-depth analysis, expert opinions, and thought-provoking discussions. So sit back, relax, and get ready to dive into the world of sports like never before. We'll be right back with more fascinating sports news on Howard's Opinion. Welcome back to Howard's Opinion, folks. We're diving into the world of sports, specifically the NFL, where the New Orleans Saints are gearing up for their 25 season. I've got a fascinating update for you, straight from the bayou. It seems that Saints head coach Kellen Moore is taking an unconventional approach to his quarterback situation. With 4 young QBs vying for the top spot, Moore has decided to let them play it out, without establishing a clear hierarchy just yet. This move has sparked some interesting discussions among football enthusiasts, with some arguing that it's a great way to foster competition and others claiming it might lead to inconsistency on the field. Now, I'm not one to question Coach Moore's strategy, but it's certainly intriguing to see how this will all play out. The Saints have a talented offense, with established players like receiver Chris Olave expressing confidence in whoever will be leading the team. But, as we all know, the quarterback position is the heart of any football team, and finding the right fit can make all the difference. In related news, the Saints' 44-day countdown to kickoff has highlighted an interesting player, linebacker Isaiah Stallbird. This second-year player brings versatility to the table, having played both safety and linebacker in college. His ability to adapt and thrive in different roles could make him a valuable asset for the Saints' defense. As training camp heats up, it'll be exciting to see how these storylines unfold. Will one of the young QBs emerge as a clear leader, or will the competition continue throughout the preseason? And how will Isaiah Stallbird fit into the team's defensive scheme? We'll be keeping a close eye on the Saints as they prepare for their 2025 season. For now, it's back to the action, folks. Stay tuned for our final story of the day right here on Howard's Opinion. Welcome back to Howard's Opinion. We're wrapping up today's show with a fascinating story from the world of Major League Baseball. As we've been following the latest developments in the league, it seems like the Seattle Mariners have made a significant move to bolster their roster ahead of the July 31 trade deadline. According to reports, the Mariners have acquired first baseman Josh Naylor from the Arizona Diamondbacks in exchange for 2 pitchers, left-hander Brandon Garcia and minor league lefty Ashton Izzy. This trade is intriguing, especially considering Naylor's impressive performance this season, where he's hitting .292 with 11 home runs and 59 RBIs. Naylor's addition to the Mariners lineup could provide a substantial boost to their offense, which has been inconsistent at times. With his ability to hit for power and average, he could become a key contributor to the team's success in the second half of the season. The Diamondbacks, on the other hand, are likely looking to rebuild and accumulate young talent, which is why they're willing to part with Naylor. They've had a disappointing season so far, with a 50-53 record, and it seems like they're preparing for a potential fire sale ahead of the trade deadline. It's worth noting that this trade could have implications for other teams in the league, particularly those looking to add depth to their lineups. The Mariners' move might put pressure on other contenders to make similar moves, which could lead to a flurry of activity in the coming days. As we analyze this trade and its potential impact on the league, it's clear that the Mariners are committed to making a push for the playoffs. With Naylor on board, they've improved their chances of securing a wild card spot, but they'll still face stiff competition from other teams in the American League. That's all for today's Howard's Opinion. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, these are some of my humble thoughts.